Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD and this is the Umarex RP5. Now, I've kind of been wanting to review one of these for a while. I ideally wanted the rifle version, but there wasn't one available. I got the pistol version, kindly on loan from Livens Gun Shop. So, accuracy-wise, in my accuracy testing, it wasn't really amazing with it being the pistol version. As you can see in the footage, I did sort of shoot it off my bench, but it just wasn't great. So I'm not even going to show you targets because I was basically just shooting tin cans and stuff because I couldn't really get it to group amazingly well. And I was shooting at about 20 yards as well. I don't know, it's just, I think it was the weather. It was quite cold, and this is a CO2 pistol. Oh, listen to my excuses. I don't know, it's just one of them. And, well, in a nutshell, it just weren't amazing, if I'm honest. What do I think about this? What do I think about this pistol? What do you think, RACKNLOAD? What do you think about this pistol? Myself, I'm not amazingly impressed with it, if I'm honest. CO2s, yeah, they're good. You know, if you get blowback sort of replicas of real firearms, they're cool. You know, they've got their own sort of cool factor. I think Umarex are trying to get this thing as a, you know, like a rat catcher. I think that's what they're trying to do with this thing. It is pump action. Okay, and it takes I think they call them harmonica magazine, like an Olympic style sort of magazine, not an Olympic, biathlon style magazine. I'll show you more about that in a minute. It is cool, but because it takes 12 gram CO2 cartridges, here in the UK, it's just a bit finicky, you know, as far as the weather goes. If it's really cold, you know, velocity is going to be up and down. I mean, this thing's running at about 4 foot-pounds, okay? You know, and they're trying to say it's you know, good for pest control. I don't think I'd bother really, as far as pest control is concerned. By garden plinker, yeah. I don't know. It's just. It's all right. It's cool in its own way. It's definitely original. There's no doubt about that. Like I said, I wish I'd had the rifle version. I probably would have done a better sort of accuracy test with it. But with this thing, just using open sights, I don't know. I didn't really find it amazingly well. I hadn't got a pistol scope or a red dot sort of not in use that I could use. But hey ho. Anyway. That's sort of enough of my kind of gripes. There's one or two more to come, by the way, so, you know, prepare yourself. Well, let's take it from the top then. So, well, I'll read out some specs out of Umarex's manual. This is a manual. Yeah, okay, not great, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, 177.022. This is a 2.2 version. Single action, overall length is 437 millimeters. Overall weight is 1100 grams or just over a kilo. Barrel length, and the barrel's quite interesting, is 315 millimeters. What's interesting about the barrel? Well, because this is a pump action, it's not rifled, it's just choked. If it was rifled, believe it or not, it'd be illegal here in the UK. Okay? Yeah. So, it's an unrifled barrel, but it is slightly choked. And it is actually choked in more ways than one right now, because it's got a pellet lodged in the barrel, and I've yet to get it out because it ran out of CO2 just like that. And there's a pellet stuck in the barrel. So hey ho, I was going to show you the smooth bore of it by sort of looking down the camera, but you can't, because even when I open the action, you can't see down there because there's a pellet stuck down there. There's no gas in it, by the way, guys. So But anyway, that's the specs. These are the magazines. Now I've got one unloaded, so that's one unloaded. Basically what you do is you drop your pellets in there, well, one at a time, then move it along until it's all full, and then it should look like that. Okay, I'm not going to put it in because this has got no gas in, but I'll put the empty one in. Basically, you imagine, hang on a sec, it probably won't fit it. Oh, it does. Imagine that looks like that. Okay, with that all the way in. As you pump it and as you take a shot and then you pump it, it'll just basically open like that. Okay, until you're out of ammo. It is pretty cool. Shot count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shot magazine. Pretty cool. I expect the 177 would be really fiddly trying to load them in, but this is 2.2, so it makes life a bit easier. This one is loaded up, like I said, and basically what you do when you pump it, that basically pulls that little thing there. Sorry, I'm off camera. Pulls that, and it moves that lever to obviously, you know, let the pellet out when you pull the trigger. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. But if you don't move that all the way forward, it won't fire. Okay. So basically, if you just, you know, you're a bit sort of light when you push the pump, because it is a pump action, push it all the way forward, but not hard enough, you'll push your pellet into the barrel. Okay. Pull the trigger and nothing will happen. So then, like me, when I first had this thing, you'd be like, oh, what's going on here? So you cock it again, and you'll be loading another pellet into the barrel. So it's dead easy to double feed. So then you get a problem. And yes, I did fill the barrel with pellets when I first started testing this, but we won't go there on that. So yeah, I just find that a bit of a pain, especially with a pistol. I mean, you know, if you're sort of doing a bit of fun target work, you're going to be holding this one hand. You've got to, with one hand, you've got to bring it down, pump it, and then bring it back up. I don't know. I think for a pistol, it doesn't really work. The rifle version, yeah, I suppose. You know, I think this thing overall would be better as just a PCP. Using pain in the arse, blooming 12 gram CO2 cartridges. It just seems a lot of hassle for what it is. It's like a, I don't know, an over-engineered, and it is well made. While we sort of mention engineering, it is really well made. You know, it's tough. It's really is quite a sturdy little gun. I just think it's a lot. They've put a lot of effort into this, and it just takes CO2. I think why didn't they just make a PCP or something? I don't know. Hey ho, who am I? RACKNLOAD. So let's just go off. Let's go from this end for a change. I always go from that end. Let's go from this end. So, barrel, 1/2" UNF thread, which is nice. Like I said, so you obviously be able to fit on silencers or whatever. There's your 1/2" UNF thread. Like I said, this is unrifled. It is a smooth bore with a choke barrel. Because with it being pump action with a rifle barrel, that would make it illegal here in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is what I've been told. Barrel has got like a nice shroud, got these sort of colorations. Well, it's like a silver barrel with like this black, I suppose it's like a barrel shroud. There's your front post sight, rear sight is like a target notch sight. That's quite nice, quite impressed with that. Your fore end is obviously your pump. You've got to press that to sort of action the pump, so you've got to squeeze it. Like I said, there's no gas in it, it is empty, and that basically does it. Your gas, well, you've got two what would you call them, bits that you turn, that'll do. This basically, I'm doing this opposite, so I'm gonna take the capsules out. So what you'd do is you'd basically undo this, and that'd release your air, or basically release any CO2 that's sort of in there. Doing it the opposite way round, when you screw that up, that pierces the 12 gram CO2 cartridges. So we'll make sure it is totally empty. I know it is. I've done that a bit tight, so we'll undo this. You watch, they'll probably shoot out under pressure. I think I've done this a bit tight. So I'm just coming off camera, guys, just to undo this. Okay, so it has got a bit of gas in there. So there you go, that's that off. And then inside are your two CO2 bulbs, which you put in like so. Okay, so I'll demonstrate for the opposite way around. That's probably froze up a little bit now. So you put one in like so, that one in like that, put that in, do it up sort of finger tight with that, like finger tight like that, he says. We'll get there in a minute. And then you do that up to pierce the CO2 cartridges. We'll take them out while I've kind of got it in bits almost. Let's get rid of them. Oh, look at that. Failure already, look. Everything's rolling off. There we go. Let's get rid of them. We'll put that back on. So that is how it basically works. So when you pierce those two cartridges, that charges this inside sort of cylinder here. So it's almost like a PCP kind of, if that makes sense. It's like charging that cylinder below. I just wish it was a PCP. All polymer. The fore end it's quite nice. Like I say, you have to press that to sort of accentuate the, if that's the right word. So if you don't press it, it locks. So that's kind of like a safety, I guess, for loading it. Your actual safety catch is that there. That's not bad actually. I quite like it. Polymer trigger, polymer trigger guard. It is all, you know, pretty nice. You've got dovetail mount there, so if you want to throw on an optic you can. I suppose, you know, a red dot maybe, or like a pistol scope, that'd be pretty cool on this thing. Your grip, pistol grip, that is your pistol grip, all polymer, bit of a texture there going on. Really quite nice. Ambidextrous safety catch, which is nice. Anything ambidextrous is nice, especially with me being a lefty. So yeah, that is it. I mean, I like it. And when I first seen these things at I were in Germany back in 2018, yeah, last year, I was like, oh, I can't wait to get my hands on one of them. And I don't know, I'm a bit disappointed, if I'm honest. Not disappointed with the build of it. I just think it's a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit finicky for what it is, I think. I mean, would I use this for pest control? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't use it. To be fair, I wouldn't use any CO2 for pest control. Just, I don't know, I just don't think it's powerful enough. Yeah, rats, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, it's just, whatever, it's one of them. It's just not impressed me. It's one of these guns where I've got all sort of excited about to get my hands on, and then when I finally get it, I'm like, oh, you know, having shot it, and I'm like, oh, God, is that it? I don't know, and it was causing a few problems, you know, double feeding. Yeah, I get that. It was my own fault. I don't know. I just wasn't overly impressed with it. I just think it is nice. Don't get me wrong, it is nice. I just think Umarex are trying to sort of make this a rat catcher. You know, like the rat catcher, as good as the rat catcher. I just don't think, with it being a pump action, I don't know. I just don't think it is. It's like I say, it's a fun gun. It's well made. It just doesn't blow my skirt up in a nutshell. Okay, it just doesn't really do anything for me. And don't get me wrong. I mean, you look at the channel. I've reviewed lots and lots of air guns. And I don't know. Like I say, I just find this one a little bit disappointing for what it is. If I'm honest, not because of the build, just. Maybe if I got the rifle version, I might be a bit more impressed. But with it being CO2, I mean, if it had been PCP, then I reckon I'd be really, really impressed with this thing. But I don't know, it's just the low power of CO2 it's just a bit annoying, isn't it? Don't you think? I don't know. Anyway, this is a bit of a moody review, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I am feeling it. It's all good. It's all good. It's just one of these guns that are just not floating my boat. I'm just saying that. I'm just telling you how it is, guys. You know what I'm like. You know who I am. You know how I do things. Manual. It's okay. It tells you everything you need to know. I like a nice glossy manual, if I'm honest, with some colour pictures, but whatever. Tells you how to adjust the sights. Bit of a troubleshooting thing. Specs. Yeah, I didn't go into a major detail, but it is what it is. A QR code there. Get more information. I suppose you know. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the Umarex even RP5. If you're going to get one, I wouldn't go for the pistol version. I'd get the rifle version. I think it'd be a bit more fun. I'll try and get hold of a rifle version and do a separate review of that. That it might float my boat a bit more. But this pistol, I just find it, I don't know. Well, it just doesn't do it for me. But anyway, guys, sorry to be a bit of a moody. Sorry for it to be a bit of a moody one. But I don't know. It's just one of them. It's one of these that it's just not done it for me. I mean, some reviewers won't review stuff that they don't like, believe it or not. But I'm keeping it real and sort of telling you how it is. But that's my opinion of this thing. Yeah, it's a fun back garden blinker. Pump action, yeah, it's a bit of a novelty, for a CO2. And it would, to be fair, it does work all right, Get the hang of it, and making sure that you pump it all the way forward, then you can't really go wrong. But if you're shooting like off a bench or something, especially with the rifle version, you've got to kind of adjust I don't know, you've got to do a lot of movement to load the next pellet in. And for the power that it is, why didn't they just make it a blowback or something? There's a lot of hassle. They could have just made it a blowback, or semi-auto. I don't know. And they could have probably rifled the barrel as well. Semi-auto. Did I just say semi-auto? Self-indexing. But hey ho. Anyway, that's it. I'm off. That's RACKNLOAD. Thanks for watching. See ya.